Helen Adams Keller was born on June 27, 1880, in Tuscumbia, Alabama. Her early months were ordinary, filled with curiosity and movement, just like any other child. At 19 months old, Helen was struck by a sudden, violent illness, likely scarlet fever or meningitis. She survived, but the fever left her permanently blind and deaf. When the illness passed, sound never returned. Light never came back. Helen awoke into a world without voices, faces, or explanations. Unable to see or hear, Helen could not understand language. Her world became a prison of confusion, frustration, and isolation. As a child, Helen expressed her pain through violent tantrums. She kicked, screamed, broke objects, and struck others, not from cruelty, but from deep despair. Her parents loved her deeply, but were exhausted and frightened. Doctors offered little hope, and many believed Helen was intellectually disabled. Relatives suggested sending Helen to an institution. In the 19th century, children like her were often hidden away and forgotten. Helen's mother wrote to Alexander Graham Bell, who worked with deaf children. He recommended a young teacher, Anne Sullivan. In March 1887, Anne Sullivan arrived at the Keller home. She was 20 years old, visually impaired herself, and carried scars of poverty and abuse. Anne was not gentle at first. She was firm, disciplined, and relentless. She believed Helen was intelligent and refused to treat her otherwise. Helen fought Anne fiercely. She rejected discipline and did not understand why her freedom was being restricted. Anne insisted on separating Helen from her family temporarily. Alone together, they battled daily, hands clashing, wills colliding. One day, Anne placed Helen's hand under running water and spelled W-A-R into her palm repeatedly. Suddenly, Helen understood. The motions in her hand represented the cool liquid flowing over her skin. Language was born. Helen dropped to the ground, touching everything, demanding names. By nightfall, she had learned dozens of words. Learning was not easy. Each new concept revealed how much she had missed. Awareness brought grief alongside joy. Helen learned Braille, mathematics, geography, and history. Anne spelled lectures into her hand for hours each day. As Helen's fame grew, skeptics accused her of being a fraud or merely parroting Anne's thoughts. When Helen published early essays, critics claimed she could not truly think independently. The accusations devastated her. Despite doubt and mockery, Helen continued studying. She enrolled at Radcliffe College, an unprecedented achievement. Anne's health deteriorated. Helen depended entirely on her, and guilt weighed heavily on both women. In 1904, Helen Keller graduated cum laude from Radcliffe College, the first deaf-blind person to earn a Bachelor of Arts. Helen turned outward. She began writing, lecturing, and advocating for people with disabilities. She supported labor unions, women's suffrage, and socialism, positions that shocked her wealthy supporters. When Helen spoke about injustice, Critics who once praised her suddenly dismissed her intelligence. Sullivan died in 1936. Helen lost not only her teacher, but her bridge to the world. Even in grief, Helen continued traveling, speaking, and raising awareness for blindness and disability rights. She visited over 35 countries, meeting world leaders and inspiring millions through her resilience. In later years, Helen suffered strokes and declining health. Silence and darkness never left her, but neither did purpose. Helen Keller died in 1968 at age 87. She left behind books, institutions, and a transformed understanding of human potential. Her life proved a hard truth. Suffering does not disappear, but meaning can be built within it.